take me through the process of actually getting the job. Like, what does
Yeah.
that look like behind the scenes of, search committee,
hmm
interviews, when you actually find out you're getting it?
Yeah, it's some of it you'd expect and some you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect. When I got the call, I had a really incredible run and incredible colleagues at IMG.
Yeah.
I was at IMG at the company for 10 years, had the opportunity to run different businesses,
Mhm.
worked for incredible people. And after we sold IMG Academy to private equity, I was continuing on in the job and really enjoying what I was doing. When I got this call about it, I wasn't sure at first. And I think
Mhm.
everybody's hesitancy is, well, collegiate athletics is a mess.
Yeah.
And
Disaster.
everybody's like, whoa, wait a minute. But when I thought about it, I thought this is the right time to do it
Mhm.
because in chaos, there's more opportunity.
Yeah.
So how the process went was I took an initial call
Mhm.
from, Len Perna and the guys at Turnkey.
Mhm.
I did a Zoom with a small group of presidents, and I went pretty hard in the
Yeah.
first one because I thought to myself, I'm in a great spot.
Mhm.
And I remember saying in the interview, they said, "Do you have any questions for us?" I said, "Do you have the appetite to get crazy?"
Yeah.
And it got some laughs. And then someone said, "What does that mean exactly?"
Mhm.
I said, "Do you have the appetite to do things differently that haven't been done
Yeah.
before?" And I brought up some of these things that I'm talking to you about. The response they had to me encouraged me that this was the right opportunity because it was a group of presidents that said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we're interested in being different, but we have to figure out how to do it. We're
Yeah.
looking for someone to help us and show us how to do it."
Yeah.
And then you have a series of other meetings, and then they fly you in
Mhm.
person. They put candidates probably in separate
Yeah.
hotels. You have a final interview, and literally you go to your room and you wait
Yeah.
for the phone call to see who's going to get it. And I interviewed for the Big 12 years ago at the same time when Brett Yormark got hired,
Mhm.
who's my friend, and I sat in the hotel and waited, and I got
Yeah.
the call that I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So this time around, I was having like that deja vu,
Yeah.
but I was trying to sort of keep it positive throughout. But they literally call you
Yeah.
down, they tell you you got it, and you're on the job the next day. And you know how it is, like, due
Yeah.
respect to what you do. The second a president in that room decides who it's going to be,
Yeah.
you're
It's
too
leaked.
late to tell anybody
It's
because it's
leaked. Yeah.
already tweeted and leaked
It's
and
on
everything
Twitter.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you change anything about your interview process between the Big 12 commissioner job and the American?
I really learned a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing about interviews, I tell people this all the time. And I tell my own sons are in their early 20s and they just started working. And my older son said something about another opportunity in an interview. And I said, if it's something that's interesting, interview, even if
Yeah.
you're not sure you want to do it, because interviews are reps.
Yeah. Sure.
And the room at the Big 12 was very different
Mhm.
than the room, personality wise
Yeah.
and everything else. But I did learn some things in the Big 12 interview process that I definitely applied,
Yeah.
the next time around. And the one thing was, I think I maybe was a little formal
Mhm.
in that one. And this one, I said
Yeah.
to myself, you know what? I'm not going to be a different person if I get this job. I'm going to go in there,
Yeah.
I'm going to be casual and loose and conversational and be me.
Yeah.
So you definitely pick some things up from one thing
Yeah.
to the next.